2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks for joining us as we start the new season. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. We've got the Lakers and the St. Louis Sound. Tip-off goes to the Lakers. And now the Los Angeles starters. At the forward slots, it's LeBron and Hachimura. Luka Doncic is out there with Austin Reeves. And it's Hayes in at the center position.
LeBron is such a student of the game. This guy knows exactly how to get the defense reacting and hits the open man.
Niang, no good.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
Niang, and it's in there. So it's Los Angeles now. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with St. Louis' head coach. I asked him if he thinks anyone has a better feel for the game than Luka Doncic, and he told me, I don't want to get into a comparison, but what I can say is that he controls the pace like no one else. You can't speed him up. You can't slow him down. Guys?
Thanks for that, Allie. Hachimura, the pass to Doncic. Back to Hachimura. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
Hachimura can make play after play above the rim. This guy's got a natural, gifted, athletic frame.
It's Beasley on the wing. Williams in the post. He's against Hayes. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line, a chance at a three-point play.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Los Angeles.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
One shot.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
The free throw drops for Williams. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Thanks, guys. The Lakers this summer signing first-time head coach J.J. Redick. He's a veteran of 15 seasons, and the sharpshooter's rise in broadcasting had been meteoric. The Lakers really want Redick to be their long-term head coach, but the question, with an aging superstar in LeBron, how much patience will exist in L.A. for Redick learning on the job?
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. Okay, Shams, thank you. So it's St. Louis now, following the score by Los Angeles. Here's Williams. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. Williams is...
Damn, fly. Get out of here.
Got 5 now.
When he decides he wants to take it to the bucket, it's really hard for anyone to slow him down.
Doncic outside. DiVincenzo with the steal. Beasley right side. And Reeves pulls it down. Los Angeles leading by 3. Fires the 3. They get it again. Hachimura can't get it to fall. James against Strus. DiVincenzo on the wing. There's the 3. Rebound by the Lakers. On the break. Doncic with it. DiVincenzo picks him up. And Doncic hammers it home.
What a basketball mind when you think
like
about
how they
Luka
move. They
Doncic.
moving
This
kind
guy
of
in
slow.
the break is exploiting
They
defenses.
moving kind of slow.
St. Louis calls
You know what I
timeout.
mean?
Grant,
Kinda
nothing
slow.
quite like the first game.
I'm trying to fix these settings right because they moving kind of slow. Like, why you moving so slow? Let me just check everything.
A brand new season. So many possibilities.
You know, BA, for the players, you're excited and relieved at the same time. You get to see all the hard work you put in during the offseason pay off.
Vanderbilt's checked in for the Lakers. Connect comes in for Hachimura. Here's Krejci. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. Here's James. Walker pulls down the board. And Walker's got the ball here for the Sound. Trailing by 5. From deep, Strus. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
This is why Strus is on the floor. His ability to spread you out from deep.
And there's James from the arc. Drills it from deep. James has got 7 points.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Nie. Vanderbilt pulls it in. There's a minute 54 left in the opening quarter. From deep, Reeves. And Los Angeles, another 3.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Here's St. Louis now. 8-point game. In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, BA. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka Magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real. And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
St. Louis calls timeout. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely.
Here's Doncic. St. Louis making their last shot. 1:03 left in the first quarter. Great open look there.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Outside Joe. Pass to Walker. Over Vanderbilt. Finney-Smith pulls it in. Here are the Lakers with the ball. They've outscored them 10-2 during this run. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. Doris, you talk about a guy who forces you to play at his pace. That's Luka Doncic.
Oh, my goodness, B.A., there's no question. He's got tremendous patience. He's in complete command of the tempo of the game. But maybe my favorite aspect is how he manipulates the game to get defenders off balance.
And the first one at the line is good.
What you love about Luka Doncic is he's this unique combination of size and skill. He could really play cross-positionally. He makes shots at all three levels. So dangerous.
Goodwin's checked in for St. Louis. Banton comes in for Krejci. Here's Banton. Out left to the wing. Here's Walker. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
There's just no reason to give him inside position.
Coaches call that doing your work early. If you are there defensively, it really does not allow for him to establish that kind of excellent positioning down low.
Back to Reeves. Kicks it to Doncic. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Shot clock at 6. Here's Reeves. Perfection with the jumper from the elbow. Reeves has got his third basket on the night right there.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers, now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. Tough to run with them. They get the ball up the court so fast. More 2K action in just a moment. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And for the Lakers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Well, they clearly came into this game focused on sharing the ball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
They've got Williams. Malik Beasley is out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then there's Jabari Walker. And it's Goodwin in at the 3. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Well, Grant, we know non-shooting big men can clog the paint. But if they know where to move off the ball, that certainly helps.
Yeah, you know, big men who know those circle actions, like flashing to the open spot when their man gives help, they often end up with easy looks inside.
And for Los Angeles, at the forward slots, it's LeBron and Hachimura. Luka Doncic is out there with Gabe Vincent. And it's Hayes in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the sound, Dante DiVincenzo out there with Malik Beasley. Then there's Walker. Then it's Williams. And it's Goodwin in at the 3.
Dante DiVincenzo.
So it's Los Angeles now. And out of bounds, the sound will take it. Milton's checked in for the Lakers.
Shake Milton.
Here's St. Louis now, trailing by 10. Here's DiVincenzo, and a big-time jam right there.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Hayes for three. St. Louis with a rebound. Pass to Williams. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
And stolen by Beasley. Over Milton. Beasley, that's good. Beasley's got 4 points now in the quarter. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for St. Louis.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. And coming off arguably the best season of his career, Donte DiVincenzo on the rise, Doris.
No question about it, B.A. becoming one of the feared shooters in the game from three-point distance. He's bounced around a little bit, but had his best season on both ends of the floor. This guy is a tough two-way player.
Strus, he's checked in for St. Louis.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on LeBron James.
Max Strus, one of those undrafted players coming out of college, but somehow wills his way by virtue of his shooting and his toughness. You love his story.
Let's go.
Take break. 2 shots.
Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead.
Chilling with Rudy Brown right now. Rudy Brown and Keisha Cole. Me, Kelly Green. It's all good. Welcome to the motherfucking weekend.
And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Made sure they had something to drink.
Here's Hachimura. And miss after miss right now. Hachimura's gone 1 for 3 on the night. Here's Strus. Buries it from about 10 feet away. Strus has got 7. DiVincenzo with a steal. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, LeBron James last season set the record for most All-Star nods in NBA history. He said, quote, "I'm blessed to do what I love and just to try to give back to the game that's given to me over 2 decades. Long ago, I exceeded anything I ever dreamed of being in the NBA. Everything else is just extra credit." Brian?
Thanks, Allie. Connects checked in for the Lakers.
Send me some peppers today.
James outside. And James throws it down.
LeBron James, ever the showman, with an exceptional slam there. One of the best dunkers in the history of the game.
There's the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, capturing the moment. Beasley outside. Pass to Walker. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
After an okay first quarter of shooting, they've really turned it up offensively. I like where they're headed right now.
James with the ball, and Walker picks him up defensively. Nice work inside from James.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Outside Strus. Back to DiVincenzo. From behind the arc. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a
Let's
little
go.
bit more.
Lakers trail by 4.
Oh.
James outside.
Broke down that. You broke me down. Get on him.
Jay. Milton, no
Get it
good.
back.
James against Beasley. Pass to Williams.
First half, 2 minutes.
Now here's Strus. Over connect. And there's Strus. That one's good. On the assist from Williams.
Let's go.
And now a 6-point St. Louis lead. And the Lakers with possession here.
Get on him.
Vincent passes to James. Some solid
Gotta put
defense
that body
from
on
Williams.
LeBron.
St. Louis leading by 6.
My guys moving slow. I don't understand why they moving
Pass
so
to
slow,
DiVincenzo.
man.
Beasley with it. Hachimura covering. Here's DiVincenzo. And another 3 for St. Louis.
That's his second bucket from range this quarter after
go.
hitting none in the first.
Lakers
I
trail
got
by 9.
I got
Knocked
a
away.
repot the cucumber plant.
And the powerful
Get up out of here.
one-handed slam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
The Lakers call timeout.
You know, couldn't agree more with this timeout. Far too many
all
turnovers to get
entertainment.
any kind of offensive rhythm. You're just trying to mix
I
things
don't
up
even
here.
play 2K for real. You know, it's a sports game. I like sports. So, you know, you want to play a little basketball, you know. Don't be surprised I start playing a little hockey. You know. Hey, man, the possibilities are endless. I'm on vacation. I mean, so we all in. Get ready.
Some changes for St. Louis. Niang, he's checked in for Walker.
Nacho
Joe comes in for
Entertainment all
Beasley.
in.
And Krejci subbed in for DiVincenzo. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Finney Smith checked in for Hachimura. Vanderbilt comes in for LeBron. Reeves is checked in for Milton. And Doncic has subbed in for Vincent. A good look from Doncic. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
Look at Doncic's offensive game, just so pure, folks.
St. Louis leading by 9. Joe on the wing. Here's Niang. And he knocks it down. He's 3 of 5 now from the floor.
And you'd think their lead would hold as long as they continue to shoot like this.
Now here's Doncic. He's guarded closely. No good from
Gotta
11
put
feet.
them bodies on them boards.
And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for St. Louis. Outside Strus. Here's Niang. Oh, the turnaround jumper. Count it. Niang's gotten 4 this quarter.
Boy, pretty pass from Max Strus. You think of him as a shooter, but don't sleep on the passing game.
Out of here.
Isaiah Joe. First personal foul.
Get out of here,
First
Luka.
team foul.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Yeah, no look about you. Get out of here. You gotta play them boys. You gotta put 2 bodies on one boy. Yeah, I'm playing some pepper seeds today. Try to take advantage. I got a lot of peppers coming up. I gotta thin some peppers too.
And he drops the first.
Habanero coming up. My Hungarian yellow wax pepper coming up. I gotta replant my Serrano and my Cayenne Slim Red. But I got time. You know, planting day to day, sis. Planting day to day.
Both good from the line that time.
It rained
So that brings
yesterday,
the first
so
half to a close.
the soil is
St.
nice
Louis
and
ahead.
moist.
They lead by
Full
11.
of that God's
And we'll see you
water.
back here after the break. Third quarter action.
Apple
Just a bit.
seed up in there.
And now,
And don't
the
water
2K
them bad
Sports
boys
halftime
until
show.
they dry out.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Jones. Checking out the sound.
Nature do the rest,
And big fella, let's get your thoughts
We on
on the home
vacation.
team.
Well, we know the coach is happy. Steady start.
You can start getting the guards together, all the right things, you know.
Their turnovers, they're going to be tough to beat on.
And over to Kenny, your takeaway on the Lakers.
Start putting things in order.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, LeBron James has been exceptional here, guys.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
And the Lakers, looking at who they've got. Reeves at the 2 with LeBron at the 3. Rui Hachimura is out there with Jackson Hayes. And it's Doncic in at the 1. Doncic against DiVincenzo. Now here's Doncic. Tight defense on him. Good D by Niang.
Tight
St. Louis
defense
leading
on
by
him.
13. It's Beasley on the wing to the middle. From 10 feet away. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
James up top, covered by Strus. Fires from the line. Called in by DiVincenzo.
Because of his quick reactions, he was able to stay with the opponent and contest the shot.
And this is the key. In this game, you've got to be able to move your feet to be successful on the defensive end.
Here's Doncic. 10 points for him. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half.
Yes, sir.
No good there.
Boy, that
Tight
takes
D.
them 0 for 3 to start the second half.
Let's go.
Not the start you were hoping for here.
Not the start you was hoping for. I'm sure. I'm
Lakers
sure
trail by
it's
17.
not the start he was hoping
Out
for.
of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for Los Angeles. On Wednesday, they'll be matching
Yes,
up
sir.
against
Let's
Steven
go.
Adams and the Houston Rockets. And then on Saturday, they'll be playing against Clint Capella and the Atlanta Hawks.
And you know, for that matchup with the Warriors, it's going to be game number 4 for them during the start of this NBA campaign. They'll want to get off to a hot start for the year.
Hayes, the pass to James. The rebound by Beasley.
Boy, yet another missed opportunity here. Whatever they talked about at halftime, it's not working.
Here's Williams. That one's good for 2. Williams has got 13.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Williams against Hayes. Hachimura, right side. Shot to stop the run. The rebound by Beasley.
Things have been a little bumpy coming into the second half. 5 straight misses.
Inside. Here's Goodwin. Oh, what a finish in traffic!
Woo!
My goodness!
Everything is
That
dropping for
was
them.
a
Just a
shot.
terrific third period run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency,
That was
shooting
a
the lights
shot.
out in this quarter.
Timeout called the Lakers.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
And the question they're going to have to
10:01
answer
a.m.
to me is it
St.
a
Louis,
problem with the
Missouri.
scheme or is it a
Good
problem
morning.
with matchups?
Had your coffee, had your drink. I had them both. Right now I'm blowing on some good gas. So it's a beautiful morning. Yes, sir.
Walker, he's checked in for Williams. Vincent's checked in for the Lakers.
Make sure to make your day beautiful.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. DiVincenzo with a steal. Here's Walker, and he converts the layup. 6 points for him.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Walker's got 3 of his 4 shots to fall, hitting 75%. James deciding where to go with it. Back to Vincent.
In the room.
6 to shoot. Outside Reeves. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. Hayes misses.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
Vincent passes to Reeves. 2 in the cold spell, and he nails the jumper. Reeves has got 9.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
It's Beasley on the wing. Pass to Niang. It's blocked. James left side and slam dunk by James.
They got that all.
What you're seeing is LeBron James get to the spots on the floor.
Well, they get excited when the Lakers
do
super
play. Now you're going to have to try to break his rhythm. That's tough to do.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, in today's high-scoring NBA, every position has to be a threat. All-star Donovan Mitchell said, "We're getting away from the point guards who are just floor generals. It's passing and scoring that you're starting to see. And your level of scoring allows you to be a better playmaker." Teams have to respect that.
No doubt, Allie. Thank you. And out of bounds, the sound will take it. Some changes for St. Louis. Krejci's checked in for Walker. Joe comes in for Beasley. And it's Ben in for DiVincenzo. And the Lakers will go for a different look here. Finney-Smith checked in for Hayes. Vanderbilt comes in for Hachimura. Connects checked in for James. And Milton subbed in for Reeves. Unable to get the ball in bounds. And they got called for a 5-second violation. St. Louis making a switch here. Strus is checked in.
I was trying to pay attention to the chat. Didn't realize it, but unfocused.
So it's Los Angeles now. Tipped away. A minute 29 left to play in the third quarter here. Joe, the pass to Niang. Good, and that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for St. Louis.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Yes, sir.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Doris, in a league that glorifies offense, you have to appreciate what Finney-Smith brings to the defensive end.
Off some
one of those guys who brings versatility and perhaps more importantly, dependability. You can put him on the ball, off ball, guards, even bigs. You talk about a true do-it-all defender, that's Dorian Finney-Smith.
One of my least off my plant, trying to break off. I need to repair her back.
The first one falls.
Guys, I think what you have to love about Dorian Finney-Smith is his versatility. Skill set-wise, you can play him at either forward position, and in either spot, he's going to give you tremendous defensive effort.
I'm gonna show you. We're on vacation.
That one misses.
We got a lot of time to talk Flint.
Here's St. Louis now.
And everything.
They're on a 16-5 run. Pass to Strus. Here's Krejci. Sinks that one from the post. Krejci's gotten his first basket of the night.
Yeah, Max Strus developing the ability to play make for teammates. That's an on-time, on-target pass.
Outside Milton. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Basket counts.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Strus the pass to Krejci. And the shot goes. Krejci's got 4 points this quarter.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Connect. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. And so it's St. Louis. A huge 24-point lead for them. Really mucking it up on defense. Active hands, multiple efforts, forcing turnovers. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. They've got Max Strus. Isaiah Joe is out there with Delano Banton. Then it's Williams. And it's Goodwin in at the 3. Small forward. Count it.
This guy is just working his tail off on the boards. You love the effort. Love the energy.
Pass to Williams. There's the block. Now here's Doncic. He's closely guarded. To the wing on the left. And here's Connect outside. St. Louis with a rebound. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Outside Strus. Now Joe takes a 3. Hits the trifecta.
Any opportunity you can get Isaiah Joe in the corner 3, he will take it, folks. Every time.
And here's Doncic outside. Gets the 3 to fall.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
He buries it from 3.
Yeah, you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
And here are the sound now. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. Goodwin passes to Joe. To the paint. Here's Williams. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Doncic outside. And Grant, with the 65 games rule for player awards, it did seem there was a real reduction in load management.
Yeah, B.A., and I liked it. The Stars played more early on, but we also saw a lot of them get banged up by the playoffs. So it seems there's still a balance to be struck.
Shot is good by Goodwin.
No need to risk a shot from range when you can take it inside.
And Reeves has got the ball here for the Lakers. And Williams over to help. Pass to Connect. Looking to end the run. Fires in the triple.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
Yeah, if you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Strus. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Honestly, I don't know how he pulled that off.
Najee, he's checked in for St. Louis. Walker comes in for Goodwin.
Line for 1, Max Strus.
Now Reeves. James inside, covered by Strus.
The ability to sustain productivity over the entirety of his career, LeBron James is a modern marvel.
Here's Joe. Sinks it. What range from downtown. Joe's got 6 points in the quarter.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Doris, coaching is a difficult job. You think they're judged unfairly?
I do, PA. I think they go into any circumstance, and it's largely contingent on what is the strength of the organization. What's your ownership like? What is their commitment level to winning? What is your front office and the decision-making process like? But we all know this. Like, the coaches ultimately are the ones who are judged by wins and losses. They know that going in.
Beasley's checked in for St. Louis.
Hey, so coffee, yes, sis.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Joe, and the bucket is good.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. To the inside. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Los Angeles, Jared Vanderbilt, taking 2 shots.
Well, you know, that can be coffee. Who say coffee always got to be coffee and cream?
Shooting 2.
So it's a beautiful morning, huh?
That one's off. Well, Doris, there's no doubt who the face of the NBA has been for a while now. Who might that be in 10 years, though?
This is such an intriguing question to me, Brian, because some of the guys that come immediately to mind, Luka, he's been a presence on that first-team All-NBA almost since the onset of his career. Victor Wembanyama, Chet Holmgren are now 7-footers who are multidimensional. One guy that I don't think is talked about enough is Anthony Edwards. Highly skilled, highly charismatic.
Outside Joe. Pass to Najee. Somehow scores the layup in traffic.
And that's just nasty right there, guys. He has a tremendous crossover.
It's rebounded by Najee. Beasley, right side. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Pass to Walker. 5 to shoot. That one goes in.
Pretty dime there. The kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Now here's Vincent.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Sound.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
Some changes for St. Louis. Williams is checked in for Najee, and it's Niang in for Joe. And the Lakers also making a change. Hayes is checked in. Here's Beasley, and they'll get another chance. Let's go with a 3. Drops in the 3.
We know Mr. Beasley wants to drain it from distance, especially if you give him any kind of space.
Vincent outside. 54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The open shot by James gets the jumper from the corner to fall.
The crowd saying BLA.
And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
Walker finds Williams. Over Hayes. And Williams gets the bucket on the assist by Walker.
finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for the sound. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Lets it go from 14. Niang, that's good.
That's just a case where he gets the space he needs and uses it to his advantage to make the jumper.
Down low. The steal. Left side Walker. Shot on the wing. Count it.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's James. And so it's St. Louis winning this one. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Dante, you won state titles in high school, 2 national titles at Villanova, and now a growing role in the NBA. What has been the secret to your success?
It's my ability to adapt. Different teams, different dynamics of different teams, and just my ability to adapt to that team and fit.
Sky's the limit, guys.
Allie, thank you as always. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K team, this is Brian Anderson signing off. We'll see you next time.
What he says, see you next time.